Zeller. How he chose this topic, I'll never know. Act your age, Darrell Zeller, speaker number 1.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been told to act your age?
Yes.
Or have you told somebody else to act their age?
Yes.
Well, over the years, there are many, many times, thousands of times actually, when I've been told to act my age, and normally it is by a family member. Well, I did not know how to act my age, what age I'm supposed to be acting at. So I went to the internet. And we all know that the internet contains all the information there is, and everything on it is true, right?
Yeah, everything.
Well, when I went to find out acting your age, I saw many different items on that, descriptions, how you should act. The one I thought that was most appropriate was, you should act in a manner that is appropriate for someone of your age. Boy, that didn't help me at all. But since most of the time when I was told to act my age, my family members were saying, grow up, get mature. So I said, okay, are there any indications of people not acting their age? And sure enough, HuffPost turned around and had on there 10 different responses of people not acting their age. 9 of those responses came from women. The one response that came from a man was that people of 30 years and older were addressing their friends inappropriately. For example, women over 30 were saying to their friends, way to go, girl, that's it, girl, way to go. And he said that that is not just for women, that's men do it also. On the women's responses, 6 of them were talking about the attire and makeup for women. They didn't say anything about men, for women. One of them talked about the fact that some women would drink excessively to the point where they really were not able to be standing straight at all. She didn't say anything about men. And then one of them turned around and said, one of the issues that she saw were people over 80 who dyed their hair. Because black hair just did not go with the wrinkles. And then the one lady turned around and said she did not think that it was appropriate for men to have ponytails. I wonder what she'd say about the male buns. I don't know. But this is what they were talking about younger. Not acting your age because you acted too young. So what about the rest of them? Well, let's face it, we have 3 ages. Our chronological age, our physical age, and our mental age. We can't do anything about a chronological age. There was a gentleman last year who applied to have his age changed from 69 to 49 because he was having trouble getting dates with women in the 40s. He was denied due to the legal ramifications. But then we have the physical part. Now, we have people who definitely probably do not act their age. For example, in our audience here today, we have a gentleman, I'm not going to mention Tom's name, who's approaching his 80th birthday, and he is still out there playing softball. Now, is that something that somebody in his late 70s should be doing?
Yeah.
I agree with you, it is. But what about in the newspaper this last week? There was this lady who took up running while she was in her 80s. And she is today running races at 103 years of age. Of course, her running is not exactly what you would see at the Olympics, but it's something that's keeping her healthy, keeping her going, keeping her young. And speaking about keeping young, it is good for us to really try to be as young as we can, because we're in a youth-oriented culture. But how do you keep young? Most of the studies will tell you that your attitude, what you have up here, is key to keeping you young. If you think you're old, and you think you're decrepit, you are. Your body will soon become decrepit. And you'll have to be out there walking in the walker. Or maybe not even do that, like my sister did. But if you keep your mind active and keep on trying to learn something, keep on reading, keep on doing things, working with people, such as Toastmasters, helping out, volunteering, doing something like this, learning, you will be able to keep young. And according to another item on the internet, there's a large percentage of people over 50 who are starting their own business. Why is that? Because they know they still have something to contribute. They don't want to sit down, vegetate, and literally become a vegetable. So, I'll tell you, I happen to have adopted a philosophy that I paraphrase from advice that I received from Zig Ziglar when I read his book, Over the Top, or See You Over the Top. He said, if you allow somebody's words or actions to control you, you are giving that person authority over your life. But if you turn around and change that, instead of allowing them to control you, but evaluate what they're saying, and dismissive it doesn't mean anything. You are taking charge of your own life. Now I want to ask you, do you want me to be in charge of your life?
No.
No, I don't think so. And do you want me or somebody else to be in charge? No. There are hundreds of us that would be very happy to take control of your life. But I guarantee you, it would not be for the better. It would be for somebody to make me look better and you look worse. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the decision is yours and yours only. Take control of your own life. Mr. Toastmaster.